Hello, this is Gugulita Manana of the Arts and Culture of Wellness channel. So today what I have for you is I wanted to explore art therapy and spiritual death. So I've been in this series of death, grief and loss. I've identified 22 types of death that people experience, and whether individuals, families or groups, and how art therapy can, help in processing the trauma and the difficult feelings relating to that. So, just a brief introduction and understanding what is spiritual death, the role of art therapy in that, examples of art therapy techniques that I use for that, and an example of a case study and some concluding thoughts. So, for those who are not familiar with art therapy, it is a form of psychotherapy that involves the use of art material and creativity to for individuals to express themselves and explore in a therapeutic, safe space. It has been shown to be effective in helping people cope with a range of a variety of issues, including anxiety, depression, trauma, grief, loss, bereavement. In this instance, it is an area where it's shown particular interest or promise is in terms of spiritual death as well, losing faith or meaning in life, because this is quite, if you lose that your core, it leads to other death in your area, and just a general feeling of giving up at times, and it is a deeply challenging experience and leads to despairing, hopelessness, and isolation. And so, art therapy is able to offer a unique way to explore those feelings and find new sources of meaning and purpose. So, just in terms of spiritual death, it can take form in many forms, but it just refers to a sense. But the main theme and the main it's a sense of loss of purpose in life, loss of direction, loss of, I don't know where I am, loss of faith. This might occur after a traumatic event such as death of a loved one, or maybe a gradual process of questioning and exploration, questioning your belief, questioning your values, how you read, you know. So it does take quite, because it's quite complex. So in spite of all the causes, spiritual death has a profound impact on an individual mental health and well-being. We are made of the body, soul, and spirit. So it's part of us, because when we feel empty, lonely, disconnected, and isolated from others, this is where we start to deteriorate, and it leads to that death. And other people, when this death die, it take drastic measures and even ending their life physically. So it can lead to that. So we want to identify and work with it while it's still being recognized, so that it doesn't go. We can prevent it any further decay into the spirit of the man, I suppose. Moreover, it can be difficult to find sources of support or comfort if the individual sort of is closely tied to their religious and spiritual belief, because then what do you have? You cannot meet with that groove. That time that you were supposed to meet, what do you do with it? And especially if you haven't developed other resources. So the role of art therapy in these is helping those individuals cope by engaging in creative processes and being able to identify and express those complex emotions and explore new sources of meaning and purpose. This is quite important. And because of the nonverbal nature of the art, it allows for a deeper level of self-expression, which can be particularly helpful if you struggle, when people struggle to put feelings into words. And moreover, art therapy provides a safe and supportive environment for those individuals to explore their emotion without the fear of judgment or rejection. So it is a non-judgmental space where people can be able to bring themselves as they are. And this can be especially important for those who feel isolated and disconnected from others due to faith loss and meaning of life. So there are some examples. One common approach would be to encourage individuals to create a visual representation of their feelings or experiences using collages, drawing, painting. That is true and a truer, okay, I suppose maybe a an honest and a heartfelt or just expression of their emotions and struggles. Other techniques are like guided imagery and visualizations to represent the journey through spiritual death and finding, because the whole overall goal is to find new sources of meaning and purpose and to explore those complex emotions that cannot be named and struggle. So art therapy offers a unique and powerful way to help individuals cope with spiritual death by providing a safe and supportive environment for self-expression